Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new season of the FIM Motocross World Championship. This is the YPF Infinia MXGP of Patagonia, Argentina. My name's Paul Malin. We are live on MXGP-TV once again. The 2024 season about to get underway here at the most picturesque racetrack in the world. Welcome to Neukölln, everybody. MX2 qualifying is up next. And it's a chilly welcome here to this part of the world. We are over on the west coast of Argentina. And the racetrack, though, despite the heavy rain that we've had over the last couple of days, has barely had to disperse a drop. It soaks into this volcanic ground like a miracle. And the riders know that whenever they go out on the racetrack here this weekend, the racetrack will be very, very similar from the start of the race to the end of the race. And it's in absolutely prime condition. It's a hard base, it's a volcanic rock. The water just seeps on through it. But talking to the riders today, it's hard underneath. It's been very, very dry here, and it's slick. There's some square edge bumps. Here's what the racetrack looks like. It's, 1,670 meters long, just over a mile, 1.038 miles. The start straight into that sweeping left, over the two rollers there. But then through turn two, we now have 3-4 rollers through that turn as we head into those first 3 jumps down that back straight. That's what it looks like. We've got the intermediate splits there, look, just before turn 3, the middle of the racetrack, and then on the Dragon's Back on the way back towards the finish line area. The MX2 riders making their way back from their sighting lap, and that's the last chance, of course, that they get to see the racetrack close up. Well, a few moments ago, Lisa Leyland was down on the grid, as always, and she caught up with a rider who is going to be racing a new manufacturer in this year's Grand Prix. Number 8 on the Triumph, that's Camden McClellan, but on the HRC Honda, the number 73 of Ferruccio Zanchi. Let's hear what they have to say ahead of the Ram qualifying race.
The moment we have all been waiting for is upon us. The very first gate drop of the 2024 season here for the qualifying races. But first off, let's catch up with a couple of the guys. The first being Team HRC's Ferruccio Zanchi. Ferruccio, it's nice to see you lining up in the MX2 class. You're a new signing for the new project, the new MX2 project for Team HRC. How are you settling into the team?
Yeah, it's a great honor to be here and racing for HRC. I actually love the team here, the atmosphere, and also the track here is very good. I'm enjoying a lot racing here, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting season.
And of course, you're sharing the awning with 5-time world champion Tim Geiser. Has he given you any words of advice coming into your rookie season?
Yeah, Tim for sure is a great honor to be his teammate. He just told me, yeah, just stay easy and do your things, and then the result will come.
Okay, well, best of luck. Thank you. Okay, let's now grab a few words with Monster Energy Triumph Race and Callum McKellen. Callum, first factory ride for you. It's a brand new team. How are you feeling right now? Are you excited or are the nerves kicking in a bit?
I have to admit the nerves are kicking in for sure, but excitement as well. You know, it's an amazing track, amazing venue we have here, full of fans just on a Saturday. So I'm looking forward to a gate drop. I've been waiting 5 months for this, you know, first time on the factory bike. So I'm really excited, and I have a feeling it's going to be a good day, good weekend, and a good year.
And obviously, being a brand new team, you're not only racing out there, but you're helping to develop the bike. How's that side of things going for you?
Yeah, I can't lie, I'm not a great test rider, so I'm not developing much, but Clement has done a great job. Immediately as soon as I hopped on the bike, it was already a very, very good machine, and it's only getting better. I'm getting faster on it, more used to it every ride. So I think by the end of the season, midway, I think I'll be really comfortable. I'll definitely be up there in the front. And already I feel I'm good enough to be in the front. The bike is definitely good enough, so it will only get better, but it's a great machine already.
We'll have a good qualifying session. Thank you. Okay, good luck to all the guys. It's time for MX2 qualifying race.
Well, as always, the riders headed out onto the track for their sighting lap after those pretty good interviews. Of course, they're now back in the waiting zone, getting ready to make it to the start gates, of course. And yeah, great to see Camden McClellan, the former 85cc European champion, lining up as a factory rider for Monster Energy Triumph. And likewise, Ferruccio Zanchi, factory rider for Team HRC as well. A couple of, not rookies necessarily, Ferruccio Zanchi, yes, but Camden McClellan had his fair share of rides last year on his way to 13th in the championship. Here's how the riders line up for the first MX2 Ram qualifying race of the season, and it's Lucas Coenen who goes to the line 3/10 quicker than Kai de Wolf, so it's a Nastan Husqvarna Factory 1-2. Marc-Antoine Rossi, the rookie to the class for Red Bull Gas Factory Racing. He's third, just another 4/10 further back. Edging out is team leader, actually, Simon Langenfelder, who goes to line 4. Then we've got the first of the Monster Energy Triumph, Mikael Harup. Then Ferruccio Zanchi, Thibaut Beneston, Monster Energy Yamaha. And then we see Camden McClellan as well. Then we've got Sasha Coenen, Bobby Bruce, Andrea Adamo, the defending champion in 11th, Jacques Chambers 12th, and the rest of the riders, as you can see on screen. The European 250 champion from last year in 17th, Andrea Bonacorsi, edging out Hakan Fredriksson, Emil Weckman and Oriol Oliver. 32 riders will be lining up today for these races, and it's Lucas Coenen who pushes his bike to the line. And he will take gate 1. It's about 85 meters from the center of the gate down into that first turn. The first corner is banked to the outside. It hooks back on itself, and there are 2 offset singles, one higher to the left and than the right, and then the other one on the opposite slope. So it's interesting to go through there. And that turn 2 with those 4 waves now, obviously designed to try and slow it down a little bit, but will there be other issues as the weekend goes on, especially when 32, 33 riders go pinning it through that second turn, full gas. Lucas Coenen takes his position behind the gate then. The Nastan Husqvarna factory rider, 5th in last year's championship. And he will be looking to finish the day 10 points on the board, and with the championship leader's red plate heading to the races on Sunday, but so too will his teammate Kai de Wolf. Simon Langenfelder, 3rd in the championship last year. He's the rider with the most pole positions coming into the 2024 season. He has 7 in his MX2 career so far. Can he make it 8 today? Thibaut Beneston, the Monster Energy Yamaha rider, unlucky to finish 9th last year, missed a handful of races or more with an injury, but he did salvage 9th, but he has come in fully prepared, and he'll be looking to mix it. Andrea Adamo, the defending champion, disappointed with his 11th in the time practice session, 2.2 seconds off the pace. But he knows a good gate drop will get him to the front, and he can control the race from there. Rick Elzinga, who was just off the podium here last year, what can he do in 2024? And riding number 19 this year, as opposed to 79, Sasha Coenen, the Red Bull KTM factory rider. Last year's qualifying race winner was Jago Geerts. He's now moved up into the MXGP category. Adamo was 2nd last year, Langenfelder 3rd, Everts was 4th, and there is no Liam Everts lining up. Still recovering from that thumb injury. We do expect to see him hopefully back in Spain. And David Braceras riding for Fantic Factory Racing in the MX2 category, the number 22. The Spaniard enjoyed his time here last year. He lines up in 14th place. The view from behind the riders as they get ready for this MX2 Ram qualifying race. 20 minutes plus 2 laps, and that's the view from above as well. From our drone, the fans packed to the riders' right. That'll be through the left, to the left as they come through the wave section on this opening lap, and for every lap after that. 1 or 2 riders just making their way to the grid. As we look down the back of the grid here, the 96 of Coenen, 73 of Zanchi, the 74 there of Kai de Wolf. Then Langenfelder's in there as well. And Antoine Rossi, Marc-Antoine Rossi, 3rd for the rider who finished 6th in the European 250 Championship last year. Only got the 1 podium last year. In fact, he was 7th in the European 250 Championship last year. Marc-Antoine Rossi, 2 round wins. Riding the number 28 this year as well. The 5-second board has turned. The fly racing board has turned. Beautiful skies above the circuit here, but will it be a beautiful entry and exit for the riders in MX2? Last year we had a lot of carnage through here. So far, so good. But into turn 2, and it's Adamo who leads the way. And his teammate, Sasha Coenen, alongside him as they hit the ramp jump for the first time in the middle of the back straight there. But Adamo just hanging on to that tight inside line. Sasha Coenen alongside him. Then we've got a gas in there. And it's the 5.16 of Langenfelder, who's moving from third to second. Rossi about, one position further behind now. He's back into fourth place. So a lot of action going on the opening lap here already as Langenfelder moves up into second place. So Adamo leads. Langenfelder second, Sasha Coenen third. Marc-Antoine Rossi in fourth, just out of shot now. Then we've got Kai de Wolf in there in fifth place. Furthest point on the racetrack away from the start gate through the Dragon's Back. The highest point being the fifth roller through that part of the racetrack. Through the rhythm section here as well. Some riders will triple their way in on the right-hand side. Some go double-double into this tight left-right combo. A couple of corners from the finish line area. Marc-Antoine Rossi with his hands full. Kai de Wolf slips up the inside. Well, it was outside-inside combo for the Wolfman. Looks over his shoulder as he emerges in fourth place. Making their way through turn two. Shallow waves, as you can see, but they will start to deteriorate as the race goes on, as the weekend goes on, of course. But Adamo with his hands full of Langenfelder. And Langenfelder tiptoeing around that inside, taking the shortest route. And up to third place, Kai de Wolf, as he nips past the number 19 of Sasha Coenen. Three main players in this MX2 championship, first, second and third at the start of this second lap. Marc-Antoine Rossi under attack from Thibaut Beneston, who looks across and sees Lucas Coenen there. Alongside him, Lucas Coenen, though, almost going down. Spins it up on the inside turn there. And Harp coming into play on the number 11 on the Monster Energy Triumph. Chasing down the Belgian, who goes to the inside. Harp goes around the outside. Give you lap times this time around. But Thibaut Beneston in that sixth place at the moment. As Adamo hits the line now, first official lap complete. The fastest lap of the race as well so far, 45.8 compared to a 45.9 of Langenfelder. De Wolf, 2 seconds off the lead at the moment. Marc-Antoine Rossi breathing down his neck there on the 28. Then Thibaut Beneston, Sasha Coenen, Lucas Coenen, the two brothers, twin brothers, side by side in 6th and 7th place. Harp 8, Elzinger 9, Hakan Osterhagen in 9th place on the JM Honda. And then we've got Jack Chambers in 11th place, Bonacorsi 12th, Weckman, Braceras, Quentin Prunier for F&H Racing. And then Zanke, Oliver, Fredriksson, Jans Wolvort, and the 109 of Breslin, Guillaume Breslin. Circuit hard underneath, square edges on takeoff as well. Then you've got loamy dirt in those big bank turns on this racetrack here at Neuquén. The wind was supposed to be picking up today. We were supposed to be having downpours of rain. Well, for now, it's all stayed off. And as you can see, the circuit absolutely perfect despite the rain we've already had on this venue. There's Harp over on the right-hand side as we look, as he comes into land. He's snuck up the inside of Lucas Coenen. So he's up into 6th place. In fact, he's found his way past both the Coenen boys. There's Sasha Coenen just at the back there of that shot. Side by side, bar to bar, Lucas Coenen closest to us. Trying to get the better of Harp, who this time goes to the inside. He's going to go inside, outside through here. Will it benefit him? Just about. Yes, it does. He's going to have to close down the door, though. And that's exactly what he does. He almost runs into the back of Beneston, though, in the process. Beniston there in 5th on that Yamaha. 5th, 6th, 7th over the line in the blink of an eye. Impressive performance this from the number 11, Mikkel Harup. Lights at the back end as he tries to hold a nice tight line, stays lower on the takeoff there as well. Here's those shallow waves. Over the ramp jump once more. Where is the number 8 of Camden McLennan? He's in 21st place, so despite his good time of 8th in the time practice session, obviously not getting a great start, maybe had an issue on the opening lap, who knows, but he's going to be having to battle his way through. Remember, points on the line for the qualifying race as well. 10 for the win, 9 for second, 8 points for third. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The first 10 riders picking up points, and they count to the championship. Wow, I tell you what, a little bit of bar banging going on there between Beniston and the number 11 of Harup. Harup goes high and wide around the tree. Just about keeps it in between the French and the Belgian there. There's Sascha Coenen now. Then just behind Sascha Coenen, Håkan Osterhagen and Rick Elzinga as they ran out the top 10. Again, having another look up the inside. Has it halted his performance and his progress down that back straight? Well, he's going to have to go triple at the end of the straight here. Outside-inside combination for him. He'll be relying on Beniston to stay wide, and he does, but he'll get shut down here in this next turn, the penultimate corner on the racetrack. Very deep that corner there, and Lucas Coenen almost losing ground. The leader, Andrea Adamo, the defending champion, looking to get his title defence off to the best possible start. 3 laps in, holds a 1.3 second advantage over Kai de Wolf, and has just set his fastest lap of the race so far. Langenfelder and his young rookie teammate Marc-Antoine Rossi, the 2 Red Bull Gas riders coming in now. Langenfelder to the inside, Marc-Antoine Rossi to the outside. Couple of wins last year in EMX 250, on his way to 7th in the championship, but missed a couple of races through injury, don't forget. No surprise when he was signed, and Harup is down. Is that at the end of the waves or the other side of? This track can bite you. So Harup picking himself up, and Harup out of, 6th place. Clear track now for Lucas Coenen as he tries to go after Beniston, but just here, Adamo and de Wolf. That gap is no longer 1.3. It's down to 0.8 of a second, and probably less as they hit the line at the end of this 4th lap. Adamo all of a sudden under attack from the Team Wolf. 0.7 as they hit the line, and Sascha Coenen is down. That's in the penultimate corner, and he lays it down again. So out of 7th place. So where did Mikkel Harup re-emerge? He's into 11th place then. An expensive mistake, going from 6th. Not sure if we have it, but if we do, we'll bring it to you. But quite possibly towards the end of the wave section in the middle of the track there. Adamo responding well at the moment to the pressure from the 74 of Kai de Wolf. Got the gap back out another couple of tenths to 0.9. Now a second through the last split. The next time we get an intermediate sector, well, here is Harup. This was a lap ago. What happened to Harup? And it was through here. Did he get a high side? Yes, he did, and then folded the front, and then fortunately he laid it down. Watch here from another angle. Middle rider in shot. Back end comes around on him, and he just managed to soak it up as he hit the last wave there. Costly mistake though for Harup. Fortunately in a position to get up and ride away from it. Seen other riders not fare so luckily through that part of the racetrack over the years. Here's the 44 of Rick Elzinga and his teammate Andrea Bonacorsi. These two 8th and 9th. Spoke to Bonacorsi before the qualifying race during the MXGP time practice session, and I said, I know what you're going to say. The track looks beautiful when you watch it at home on TV. Don't forget, this is his first visit, but riding it's completely different. He said, yeah. Said he was actually scared to go fast because it's a very, very fast track and a lot of hidden unknowns, square edge bumps and ruts and edges. And he said, but I'll be okay for the race. And at the moment, right on cue, he's there in 9th place in this qualifying session at the moment. Just behind them is Harrop, so Harrop coming back for more as Bonacorsi, the 132, looking to go the long way round. His teammate just runs into a little bit of difficulty on the inside. Has Harrop gone again? He was a little bit closer than that a moment ago. Either that or he was just in the dip. No, Harrop has gone again. So Harrop coming out of turn 2 through the waves potentially, and Harrop now down into what, 18th place. So just needs to contain his emotions. Oh, he just lost the front probably. So Mikkel Harrop just needs to take a deep breath and breathe and just say, you know what, let's just bring it home. Points would have been nicer though. Again, Elzinga under attack from Bonacorsi. Tries to read the situation, drifts across the left. Bonacorsi switches it to the outside. Just under 8 minutes plus 2 laps to go here in this MX2 Ram qualifying race. Meanwhile, Thibaut Beneston under attack from Lucas Coenen. These two fighting over 4th place now. Coenen in the qualifier here last year came home in 8th place. Beneston was 5th. But Thibaut Beneston, 198, under severe attack now. Last time around, the lap times 1:46.5, 1:46.0, Beneston, Coenen respectively. But Lucas Coenen looking like he's finding his stride, and so too the 74 of his teammate Kai de Wolf, all over the back of number 80 Andrea Adamo. The fans on their feet getting animated as well, as they always do here. Kai de Wolf looking at his 6th career pole position. Adamo looking for his 2nd career pole. But this is just a sample, isn't it, of what we can expect tomorrow. Yes, it's a high-speed track, it's fast, but it soon breaks down, it gets edgy as well, and in the blink of an eye, it can bite you, as we've seen from Harrop through the wave section. Going defensive, Adamo. Kai de Wolf just lost out there in that turn. He looked like he was in 2 minds whether to triple in and go wide or go inside, and then he just hesitated as he drifted inside. Still no change out of this little battle here. Beneston hanging on to 4th. Nothing in it as they come over the line though. 0.4 of a second. But you don't need a stopwatch for that. So Adamo leads, de Wolf 2nd, Simon Langenfelder 3rd, Thibaut Beneston 4th. This rider here, 96, Lucas Coenen, off the back of the bike as he hits that first crest. He is in 5th place. Marc-Antoine Rossi now in 6th place. Håkan Osterhagen is about 11 seconds behind him in 7th. Then we've got Rick Elzinga, Andrea Bonacorsi, and Sasha Coenen has just found his way past David Braceras. Braceras on the Fantic in 11th place. Chambers on the Kawasaki, he is in 12th, is the number 12. The bike at Kawasaki. And Lucas Coenen finally finding his way past Thibaut Beneston. Running out of patience. Neat move in the end. So Lucas Coenen now up in the fourth. Another look at it here. Comes into land. Beniston just hit some braking bumps when he came into land. An easy pass in the end for the number 96. Does he have enough in the tank to close down this rider in red, Simon Langenfelder? Well, your answer is pretty clear right there. He's already over the back, all over the back of him. Here's Lucas Coenen over the line, 8 laps complete. Langenfelder a 1:46.06. Lucas Coenen, his fastest lap, a 1:45.2. The gap down to 1.3 seconds, and he's already put 2 seconds between himself and Thibaut Beniston here now in that 5th place. Only one rider missing from really the top 6 that we expect to be fighting for the championship this year. That's, of course, Liam Evans. Hopefully see him back in the mix. Wonder what he's making of this little battle at the moment. Adamo and De Wolf separated by not a lot still, as they have been for the last, what, 4 or 5 laps. De Wolf not able to capitalise. He's got himself on the rear wheel of Adamo on several occasions, but not being able to execute. And Adamo maybe not too disappointed with that 11th place in time practice earlier. But coming out, fighting as a defending champion should in the very first race of the weekend, the MX2 Ram qualifying race. Stays where he is. He'll be keeping that red plate on the front of that Red Bull KTM. But if De Wolf goes by in the next 2.5 minutes plus 2 laps, then it will be he that wins the race, potentially. Comes home with the 10 points and goes into the main races as the new championship leader. Nine laps complete. 1.2 seconds now, the gap between first and second, and Langenfelder is closing in as well, and he's bringing Lucas Coenen with him. All of a sudden, Kai de Wolf, a lap or so ago, eyeing up a possible victory, he's now got his hands full with Langenfelder in red and Lucas Coenen, his teammate, in blue, the number 96, who wants to make quick work of the German ahead of him. He's left and right, is using every inch of the racetrack, goes the long way round here. Langenfelder hears him but can't do anything, and he cannot prevent Lucas Coenen going through and into 3rd place. Fantastic ride this from Lucas Coenen. Taking a look over his shoulder there, Simon Langenfelder. That suggests to me that he's pretty much done for this qualifying race today. Maybe arm pump, who knows, but not able to go with the guys ahead of him. Meanwhile, bar to bar, Kai de Wolf back alongside Adamo. He may challenge, and he does challenge for the lead. Gives him an elbow as he goes through as well, but and he tried to come back for more. Adamo hanging on by the skin of his teeth here. And that's going to play massively into the hands of Lucas Coenen just there. Homing in. Is Coenen going to be the surprise here and come away with the win? He's got his teammate ahead of him. Those two will know each other very well from the training ground. But what a way to get things fired up here in 2024, the first race of the season. And the fireworks are already starting to fly here. Adamo, De Wolf, Coenen providing the entertainment. Managing the situation, I will say, in inverted commas, perfectly at the moment, Andrea Adamo. But how long can he hang on for here? Back markers are going to be a problem for De Wolf. Takes a look across, closes down the back marker, but Coenen may find a way through. A lap ago he went by Langenfelder here in this part of the racetrack. Here's how he did it. Got to be quick here because there's a battle for the lead further up, but he was able to get around. Langenfelder made the deal here. Right, let's get back to the front. That was for third a lap ago. Adamo still hanging on, but look at the two Nastan Husqvarnas, pretty much line astern. Kai de Wolf under pressure, immense pressure from the 96 of Lucas Coenen. Wow, tell you what, rule number one, beat your teammate. Don't duff him up on the way through though. Well, you can, just don't go down in the process. Nicely done, sweet move around the outside, but Kai de Wolf, wow, absolutely nothing between him. He looks across cheekily at de Wolf, and again, shows him a wheel, shows him a lot of attitude in the process as well. Coenen now second with just over 2 laps to go. What a race this has been from the number 96 here. Oh, he almost loses it there on the exit of the penultimate turn. Looks over his shoulder, doesn't see the 74 anymore. He sees a big 9.6 on the front board of Coenen's machine there. Does Adamo. Heartbeats are through the roof here. The final 2 laps, what a race we've had so far. Is he going to go wide and cut back at the end of this straight here? Lucas Coenen, he thought about it, he's committed to the outside. Adamo can hear him to the outside there. Just keeping him to the outside. Ah! Bar to bar between these two again. Play nicely, boys. You don't want the wrath of Rasmus when you get back to the paddock at the end of this race if you go down. The 74 of Kai de Wolf absolutely spitting feathers at the moment, eyeing up that victory. He gets undone by his teammate, and he can see the victory slipping away at the moment unless he can dig deep. Comes in hot, does Coenen there in second place. The second rider in shot in blue goes high and wide. That may have just cost him some time here. Not quite. Oh, switches it back. Splits the way between the two, Adamo and de Wolf, and he takes over the lead with just over a lap to go, and de Wolf goes through as well. And Nastan won too. Oh, and he messes up. Somehow stays in second place. He's going after his teammate now. It's going to be a last lap dash for cash between the two Nastan Husqvarnas. But it's Lucas Coenen who leads going into the final lap. De Wolf there in second place. Adamo third. Will he come back for more, or is that him done? Just say to these guys, you go ahead, you take it, boys. See you on the line tomorrow. Lucas Coenen. 2 pole positions for him. What a race he's had so far. He goes high and then cuts back. Watch how he just threads his way between Adamo and de Wolf to take over the lead. And just behind that, de Wolf also found his way past the number 80 Italian. Half a lap to go. Can Rasmus Jorgensen finally get 2 riders home in good Vettel here? He's had a couple of difficult seasons here as the Nastan boss, team manager, over the last couple of years. But this will kick things off nicely. We've still got to get through tomorrow though, but so far, the boys in white are showing that they are a match at the moment. And they're proving that they are the top 2 riders on the evidence of this Ram qualifying race alone at the moment. 3 or 4 corners to go. And Lucas Coenen with the red gloves on there. The lead Nastan Husqvarna rider. He's got 2 more corners to go. The tight right, the tight left. And the Monster Energy finish line awaits. And Lucas Coenen will cross the line. He wins the first MX2 Ram qualifying race of 2024. He takes the 10 points. He leads the championship as we head into race 1. It's a Nastan Husqvarna 1-2 as well. All smiles down there in pit lane. Kai de Wolf coming home in second. Adamo, the defending champion, third. Langenfelder fourth. Benestan fifth. Marc-Antoine Rossi. You see the reaction there from the boys. They enjoyed it massively. Rossi coming home in sixth. We wait for Håkan Osterhagen to come home in 7th. Bonacorsi, Sasha Coenen and Ferruccio Zanchi. But congratulations to Lucas Coenen, his first qualifying race win of the year. There's Rasmus RJ keeping his emotions in check. Not as happy as I thought he would be. He knows the season is long. He knows we've got tomorrow to come. But a 1-2 for RJ's boys here in Neukölln. And for Lucas Coenen, his 3rd career pole position. Wow, what a race. What a race. Remember, the first 10 riders score points. We'll give you the rundown in a moment. We're just waiting for 17th through to 20th to come through, and Camden McClellan comes through in 17th, Bobby Bruce 18th, Mikkel Harup 19th, and Jens Wolvort will cross the line hopefully in 20th place. And let's go down to Lisa. She's with our first MX2 Ram qualifying race winner, Lucas Coenen. What a race it was, and boy, what a show he put on. Let's hear what he has to say about his race. Just waiting for him just to get his helmet off and get himself all cleaned up. But 1.4 seconds separated the first two. And here is Lucas Coenen with Lisa.
World Championship.
Yeah, it's better that I don't think about it, because otherwise I will think too much. But no, it was good. Didn't mess my startup, so that was not good. But yeah, after that I passed and I stayed calm. And yeah, after when I passed Kai, was really like too aggressive. Like, it was hard racing, but we almost hit each other in the air, so it was a bit sketchy. But yeah, we'll see that after the race. But yeah, it was a good moto. Just stayed calm and passed one by one, and yeah, won the race. Tomorrow is another day, and we give our all.
Best of luck for tomorrow. Thank you.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not that great at lip reading. But Lucas Coenen wins the first MX2 Ram qualifying race of 2024. He does it in scintillating fashion as well. Coming through the field from just inside the top 10 to steal it with just over a lap to go. He heads home and Astana Svana 1-2. Lucas Coenen, your first MX2 Ram qualifying race winner of 2024. Anyway, let's take a look what happened again, shall we? Here's what happened in the first MX2 Ram qualifying race of 2024 here in Argentina. Andrea Adamo, the defending champion, through the first turn. Alongside him, his teammate, Sasha Coenen. And just behind him, a fast-starting Håkan Osterhagen, but he was quickly dispatched back into 4th place by the hard-charging Simon Langenfelder. The two Nastan Husqvarnas were in around about 6th and 8th place at this time, but it was Adamo who led, as Langenfelder moved into 2nd position with that move on Sasha Coenen. Marc-Antoine Rossi, his teammate, was just behind him in 4th, but making quick moves, the 74 of Kai de Wolf. That move getting him into 3rd, passing Sasha Coenen. And then Harup, who was in 6th position, not the first time the Monster Energy Triumph rider would go down. Sasha Coenen also fell and eventually emerged in 9th place. That was a second moment for the number 11 of Harup, who eventually came home in 19th place. His teammate Camden McClellan a couple of positions ahead of him. A bobble on the landing for Thibaut Beneston allowed the hard-charging Lucas Coenen to advance further as he moved into 4th place. That was around the halfway mark on lap 7. And then he got the better of a fading Simon Langenfelder as he moved into 3rd. The next rider in his sights was his teammate. He had to go bar to bar with him on a few occasions, but Kai de Wolf just couldn't keep the number 96 back, and that was Coenen into 2nd place. All the while, they were closing in on the leader, and with just over a lap to go, that move saw Coenen through to the lead, and following him through was de Wolf. It was a Nastan 1-2. The question was who would win out, and in the end, it was the 96 of Coenen who did hang on from his teammate Kai de Wolf. Adamo crossed the line in 3rd place. And the first Ram Award of the new year goes to Lucas Coenen, the star in Husqvarna Factory Racing. And with it, he takes the 10 points and the championship leader's red plate into the first race on Sunday. Wow, what a race. Give you the results then, shall we? Lucas Coenen, the new championship leader. The first time he's held the red plate in MX2, picking up all 10 points in the process. It's a 1-2 for Husqvarna, with De Wolf second, Adamo third on the Red Bull KTM, the Red Bull Gas of Langenfeld at fourth, Monster Energy's Yamaha Benetton 5, Rossi 6, Osterhagen for JM Honda 7, Bonacorsi 8. And then in 9th and 10th place, Sasha Coenen and Ferruccio Zanchi for Team HRC. They enjoyed it, we enjoyed it, hope you enjoyed it at home as well. And welcome back to the FIM Motocross World Championship if you are sat somewhere in front of a big screen. Championship looks like this. Exactly the same as we just saw a moment ago. Is the first round. But yeah, we've had our off season, we've enjoyed the break. Hope you're enjoying seeing the FIM Motocross World Championship back on your screens. It's only going to ramp up from here on in, folks. Let's take a look at some of the best moments, shall we, in a few moments. But that's the manufacturer's classification. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Well, I don't know where the oh yeah, the 9 was the second of the Husqvarna riders, so you don't count the second rider. Fans are in the house, they enjoy it. Let's take a look at some of the best moments, shall we? Some of the best moments then from the MX2 Ram qualifying race. Join us in about 2 minutes time when we return with the action with the MXGP Ram qualifying race. We'll see you then. Bye for now.